Hi everybody, it's Porch Settin Sunday, so everybody come on up and get you a seat and let's visit and talk a little while. Now I didn't get coffee today, I got ice water. It's so warm here today and I'm not complaining because I've wanted warm weather forever. So I wanted to come on and just tell y'all how much I appreciate you, your prayers, your everything, all your comments, and I've been commenting back to people, but I don't think they're getting to see all the comments. I'm having problems, and YouTube has unsubscribed me from a lot of people, and I'm going back and subscribing. So anyway, let's get on with the story. I left you last week with our stormy, my husband and I, our stormy relationship, how it started out. So we fought the first 12 years of our marriage, and then after 12 years he just decided to stop abusing, so we just went on with our marriage, and we still had our ups and downs. I'm not going to give you gory details, girls. In my book I will, and you'll have to buy the book and read it. But anyway, so we've been married 44 years. This April 6th will make 44 years we've been married, and it's been stormy, but we love each other and we have a good relationship now. You know, it's not perfect. We still have our ups and downs, but hey, if anyone out there says that they have the perfect marriage, I'll show you two people that don't care nothing for one another. Now, you don't have to fight to say you care for one another, but if you care, you have your little arguments. So. But anyway, I want to move on to something more happier and more upbeat and get in more to while I was raising my kids, things that happened of that, a bug in my eye, things of that nature happening, you know, funny things that happened when we was raising our kids. But I do want to tell you a funny thing about when our nephew was born. My husband's sister, his baby sister, which bless her heart, she's gone now. She died from complications of diabetes, and his whole family is really, all of them has diabetes, and most of them has died from complications of diabetes. He tries to take good care of himself, but anyway, she was told she'd never be able to have a child. And she'd been married, I think, 12 years and had never had a child. Finally, she got pregnant, and when she got real sick, she went to the emergency room, and the emergency room doctor told her that she was pregnant. And she looked at the doctor and she said, "You're lying. I don't believe you." And the doctor said, "It's right here. I'll show you, you know, that you are." And she said, "Take another test." So he took another test, and then he done an exam, and he said, "You are pregnant." So she was just elated. Well, when the baby was born, he was born with a few complications, and he was in the hospital the first 3 months of his life. Well, no sooner than he got to come home, and my husband he calls me fat girl, and he's 24, 25 years old now, and he still calls me fat girl, and he calls my husband Papa, because he didn't have any Papa. My husband's dad was already passed, and so he just needed a Papa, and so he chose my husband, and he called him Papa. So anyway, my husband, when he first got home, his sister didn't want him took out of the house because he had this big, you know, he had been cut open clear up to here, and then he'd been cut open around his almost half in two with surgeries and all that kind of stuff. And my husband no sooner talked her into letting him take that baby out, and it was my kids were playing ball in front of our house, and he had to go down like a little ditch line, and there was a little culvert. My husband, and I was filming, my husband tripped And he held on to that baby, and he flip-flopped with that child. And oh my God, I was hollering, but I was filming because we wanted to document every little bit of life that our nephew had, you know. And but it was so funny. He just flip-flopped and stood right up on his feet and turned around and looked at me like, did you see what I just did? And we were laughing. Well, his sister didn't see him do that, but when we told her about it, she was just about to go nuts on him. But those are some of the funny things that's happened to us. It wasn't funny at the time. We were scared to death, but he was fine, and now that we look back on it, it's funny. And it is so warm today, guys. But it's beautiful. I love it. God's really blessed us with a beautiful day today. So I don't think I'll leave you with a cliffhanger this week, but I will leave you with, don't forget, push that button down below and become a friend if you haven't already. Share me around because I want to travel, and you're the only way I'm going to get to. Stick that thumb up in the air and I'll grab you as you come by. I love you guys, and I hope that you have a wonderful upcoming week. Keep me in your prayers, and I'll keep you in my prayers. I love you. Bye.